Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. My opponent this time is Mannykip, aka Manuel, and if I recall correctly, he was the he was the runner-up of the Pokemon tournament, I believe. Anyway, he leads off with a Registeel. I lead off with Dragalge, which still does not come with a pronunciation guide. He sets up Stealth Rocks. Okay, fine. Do as you will. I go for Focus Blast. I believe it's been a while since I've had this battle, but I believe this is a Choice Specs Dragalge. Anyway, Focus Blast just barely... I don't know, I think with the leftovers it's not going to be a 2-hit KO, but he switches out into Mr. Mime. That's going to take the Focus Blast easily. And it actually hits twice in a row, so that is pretty damn good for Focus Blast, all things considering. Anyway, Dragalge is not gonna favor that matchup. Switch it out, bring in Stunfisk. Yes, I'm using Stunfisk, I don't know why. Psyshock. Okay, let's see what that does to Stunfisk. Wow, that's terrible. Come on, Stunfisk, step it up. Although I do believe this is a specially defensive one. I was kind of expecting him to be running Psychic instead of Psyshock. So yeah, Stunfisk doesn't really get to do anything. Bring in Ambipom. Let's go. He is not gonna like that fake out. Hence the obvious switch. Kinda saw that coming. He brings in a Gligar. Probably an Eevee-like one, but this is not your standard Ambipom. This is my Nasty Plot Ambipom. If you have been watching me since the Pokemon Battle Revolution days, you may have seen this one because I'm pretty sure this is the exact same Ambipom that I was using back then. So this one goes way back, and the Water Pulse hits, does a decent amount of damage, confuses him, and he doesn't give a crap about the confusion, poisons me anyway. Now Ambipom doesn't really mind the poison that much, because he's not really meant to live long anyway. But yeah, the Water Pulse, he's obviously not going to keep Gligar in there, brings out Ludicolo. Pretty bulky, it's not going to care about any water attacks thrown at it. Though I might get lucky with the confusion. Or not. Never get lucky when I actually want to get lucky. Okay, go for Swift then. Probably the best normal type stab for a special Ambipom. It does decent amount of damage, and then he sets up the Rain Dance. Either this is one of those Rain Dish, very bulky Leech Seed Ludicolos, or it's a Swift Swim Sweeper. The Sweeper would be very bad in this scenario, for me. And because he outspeeds me now, it is very clearly a Swift Swim one. And Giga Drain takes out Ambipom, gets him a decent amount of health back, so that's kind of a problem. Luckily, I have Dragalge, who resists water and grass. He's bulky enough to probably survive an Ice Beam, but he switches Ludicolo out into the bloody Registeel again. Okay, the poison move was maybe a bit obvious, and I did actually go for it, completely forgetting about the Registeel for a moment there. So yeah, my bad. So better get Dragalge out of there, because he's really the only thing I have that can properly counter the Ludicolo, I think. Bring in a Regirock. Let's see who is the ultimate Regi between these two. Seismic Toss. Okay, if that's the only means he has of doing damage, that's good for me. Although he does have the leftovers, and I don't. Because I believe this is my Assault Vest Regirock, and of course he has the Toxic. Now it's turning into a losing battle for me, because even though my Regirock does have Drain Punch, he's not going to be able to heal fast enough to keep up with the poison and the seismic tossing. At least the rain's gone, so there's that. He gets a bit of health back, I'm going to lose a little bit of health. Though I did get the power-up punch up, so I can probably hit him decently harder with a Drain Punch now. Seismic Toss again. I really hope this is going to get me a lot of health back, because I'm not going to last long enough to survive another Seismic Toss without that. Does it about half, I would say. Get a fair amount of health back. Is the poison going to take away enough for him to kill me, though? And I do believe he outspeeds me. Is he going to switch out, though? Yes, he is. I'm guessing he still wants his Registeel just in case Dragalge tries to Sludge Bomb his Ludicolo again. So in comes Gligar, who's easily going to take that Drain Punch. And And yeah, Regirock's pretty much boned at this point. I'm not really too happy about that, to be quite honest. Because I like this Regirock set and I want it to do good. It's not really doing particularly good right now. It does have Ice Punch, that would have destroyed the Gligar. But whatever. Miltank. I have no idea why I even have this thing. Seriously, it is so terrible. Just watch. He goes for an Earthquake, take it decently well. Although I'm not expecting that Gligar to have any offensive investment. Go for a Body Slam. See if I can get some paralysis going on here. And it doesn't even kill. That was a critical hit. That was pathetic. Although it is probably a max defense Eevee-like Gligar, so not really sure why I even expected it to kill. He Toxics me. Fairly certain I have Heal Bell on this thing, because that's like the only reason to even use Miltank over anything else. Although there are plenty other things that can get Heal Bell these days. But at least Regirock's no longer poisoned, Miltank isn't either. So that's nice. He goes for another Earthquake. It's not going to do that much. Because Miltank, its bulk is passable at best. Honestly, there's probably like 10 Pokemon that can do what Miltank do, but do it better. Anyway, go for a Body Slam and at least take him out. Luckily, Miltank is sort of fast, so he could at least outspeed and kill the Gligar before he had a chance to go for Roost or anything. And out next is something Japanese, a Pikachu. Shiny one. Go for Fake Out. Okay. Light Ball Pikachu. I think I don't actually have a Light Ball on my Pokemon X. Because Pikachu is actually pretty beastly with a Light Ball. He dies to any priority move, but the things he outspeeds, he will usually wreck. Like that Miltank. Although that Volt Tackle recoil is going to be pretty nasty. Anyway, bring out my Klinklang, my ace up my sleeve. Oh, I'm really hoping this thing's going to do well. Come on, Klinklang. We're all counting on you. Yes, he does actually live the Volt Tackle. And shift gear. Let's shift this into overdrive. Let's see if we can bring this back. Come on, Klinklang. +2 speed, +1 attack. Ready to kick ass. And he does have leftovers. So he's going to be slowly healing up while kicking ass. I kind of figured he needed the leftovers because he does have Wild Charge. Because Klinklang's physical move pool is downright pathetic. And Wild Charge is like the only decent coverage move he gets, but that does have recoil. So I figured give him leftovers, kind of counteract the recoil just in case I have to use Wild Charge. Anyway, here comes Mr. Mime again. That's not gonna like the gear grind. Oh, Mr. Mime, that's quite a nasty industrial accident there. You would not want to be caught between two gears of that size. They'll rip your leg clean off. Anyway, Mr. Mime easily goes down. How's that new fairy typing working out for you, Mr. Mime? Still, I still don't understand how the hell Mr. Mime is a fairy type and Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf aren't. Just ridiculous. Anyway, here comes Registeel again. Is Gear Grind going to be enough? Yes, it's going to be enough. Oh man, Klinklang taking out 3 Pokemon in a row. Albeit weakened ones and ones that were weak to steel. But still, he's doing pretty well for Klinklang. Up next is, oh boy, it's an Omastar. With that Twitch plays Pokemon meme that I don't really care for. Anyway, Wild Charge is not gonna get the KO, so Klinklang is going to get destroyed by an Earth Power here. He did so well, but in the end it wasn't well enough. Sorry Klinklang, you'll get your chance later. Anyway, I don't really have anything here. I'm kinda screwed at this point. Regirock is going to die easily, even with the Assault Vest and Max Special Defense investment. So that's a bummer. Didn't really expect him to survive though, and then my last Pokemon, Dragalge. He's not gonna like the Earth Power. I'm kinda starting to think that this Omastar might have a choice specs. Because he's very much been going for Earth Power on everything. Now admittedly, it is super effective on Regirock, Dragalge, and Klinklang. But still, he could have gone for, I don't know, Surf on Regirock or something. But whatever, I lock myself into Sludge Bomb, he brings out his Ludicolo again. He's gonna be faster, sadly. And there's no way that's not finishing off Dragalge. Or Dragalge. Would that thing just appear in the anime already so we can hear how they pronounce its name? Anyway, good battle, Mannykip. This team didn't work out so well anyway. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.